to airplane mode. Hello everybody, Nick here, Hampshire Outdoors and Survival, and the lovely Cass.
Hi!
Hiya Jason, how you doing mate? Well done on the Bull Duck Challenge. There's a bloody stuff in it.
Hi Simon.
Simon,
Hi,
how are you mate?
Sussex.
How you doing? Bushcraft Sussex, hello brother. Fantastic stuff. I was, excuse me, get it out. Watching you on the live doing your carving and your whittling. Absolutely loved it, man. Absolutely loved it. John, how are you over there in the States? Hope all is good with you. Hope the weather is treating you a bit better today. I know you've had a rough few weeks. Kitten, how you doing, mate? And Paula, how you doing? Hope you're all both good. Absolutely fantastic. Kitten, love the video Paul's done. If anybody's interested, YouTube, Paula M, cookery channel. Wow. Yeah, stunning. We all like to share food. We all enjoy a bit of food.
We had the lovely Paula singing. Now we've got a feeding.
Yeah, or you can have a look at my channel and you'll find a link on my channel. I've shared her video within the channel. So yeah, go and have a look. Show some love. First video, it's cracking. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, where are we?
It's been a pain. Come on in.
Hey, mate, it's not thanks to me. This is a community. Put a nicotine pouch in. Community, mate. So, the only thing that I own within my channel is my channel videos that I do. The Sunday Night Social, the community. That's, people often say to me, you create a great community there. It's the Hampshire Outdoors and Survival community. No, it's not. It's all of ours, you know. It's like, if you can't have a community of one.
It's not just about self promotion.
Yeah.
It's about, getting everyone together. As you can see, Herbert's ears had it's a bit slippery today. He's had a trim.
It's been groomed.
Yes.
Yeah. So community, and that's the thing. When then we all share, and as it grows, we share it with other people. Other people come along. Other people enjoy it. Other people drop in.
Hi, Paula.
And again, it's Hampshire Outdoors and Survival. Okay, that's my gizmo. That's what I'm into. But the outdoors, it's not just survival. It's not just prepping. It's not just bushcrafting. It's anybody that enjoys just being outdoors. You know, even if it's just walking the dog. It's cohesion. Yeah.
I'm great. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
bushwhackers here again.
Yeah, he was.
God, his teeth. Jeez.
that reminded of. I mean, what was it? Labyrinth? Was it Labyrinth?
No. Dark Crystal.
Dark Crystal. That's it. The little furry thing.
Yeah, Fizzgig.
Blimey, I nearly fell in that then, Willow.
Evening, TJ.
Evening, TJ. How you doing, mate? I had a cracking day. Met a Malinois today. Met a young chap with a Malinois.
Hi, Delph.
The Malinois itself, lovely little dog. I'm not going to say his name, but he's fairly local to me. He uses the dog to introduce. He works in the kennels where they rescue dogs, and this Malinois, the great scary Malinois. Its job is to help other dogs calm down, socialise, and all the rest of it. I literally never met such a chilled dog in my life.
Yeah, people always gorgeous. Think that they get stuck on this thing about them being all, tufty dogs, but then it all depends on what they're brought up for. It's like any dog, really.
Yeah. I don't think they're particularly tough. It's the intelligence, isn't it? It's the fact that people train them to do certain things. And it's how you doing. Evening, Emma. How you doing? Mac, how you doing, brother? I hope you're good.
You've got mead, haven't you? It's old Sniffer here. He's going, Dad's got mead again. He does like a bit of mead, doesn't he, our dog?
Yes. Anyhow, so cheers to you all. Hope you're all good.
Yeah, he's really, really wanting that mead. Really wanting that mead.
Oh, good. So, again, Sunday night, I've not touched a drop all week. It's my Sunday night social. I'm going to enjoy a little.
You're right. They are tough and highly intelligent. But it's
easy to train.
Yeah, like quite a few other breeds are as well.
I think the toughest dog I've ever met, actually physically in the world of a genuine hard nut is got to be a Chihuahua.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, Chihuahuas.
People underestimate them. They really do.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. They might not be the biggest, strongest thing in the world, but I tell you what, you get an angry Chihuahua, that's one angry little dog, and they don't care. They really don't care, do they?
No.
Yeah, they will put the nut on almost anything.
Yeah.
Crazy little dogs. Crazy little dogs.
When a Jack Russell that was a bit, yeah. Hi, Broadlander. Very nice to meet you,
Broadlander,
Tim.
you're more than welcome. Now, yeah.
Yeah, Fox Terriers as well. They've all, everyone's horses for courses, isn't it?
Exactly that. So dogs.
Evening, Mike.
My mum made a statement today on my phone call to her. She said a dog. It's the smallest voice in the house, but also the loudest.
Oh, yeah.
And meaning not the bark, but as in if you've got a dog, everybody takes notice of the dog. They might ignore you completely, but the dog's only got to get up, move, fart, or do something.
Oh,
everybody notices.
Emma's got a crossbreed Ken Corsa.
Excellent.
They all are. They've all got brilliant personalities.
I'm a terrier man. I've always had Jack Russells, Border Terriers, dogs like that. They're my. I'm a terrier man, and the scruffier the terrier.
Oh yeah, well a beard,
the better.
Bearded dogs.
Yeah. I'm not a big dog person. Not from the point that I don't like big dogs. Do like them. But I've just I think farm lads. I think most farm lads that grew up with Jack Russells end up with an affinity to the terrier breeds. There's a tenaciousness, a loyalty, an absolute. Yeah, it's a hard thing to explain. They've just
dirty faces.
For me, they've got something, you know. Somebody once said to me, I was doing a guard job, a security job, actually, funny enough, and I walked out with my Jack Russell, who I had at the time, Bandit, on the lead, and the bloke looked at me and he went, "Is that the guard dog?" I said, "Yeah, that's the guard dog." And he went, "Really? What's he going to do?" So it's not him that's going to do anything, is it? It's going to be me. He just tells me they're there. I'll deal with the situation. And the bloke went, "Oh yeah, fair point, fair point." So it's a bit of role reversal. The dog was the brains of the bunch, and I was the muscle.
It's people putting them in sort of boxes. Like this one is supposed to be. He's a handbag dog.
Yeah.
They don't do anything. He's killed 4 mice now.
Yeah, it says in the book they won't.
They don't hunt. They don't like to be. They don't like walking. They've got to be picked up. He goes potty if you pick him up on a walk, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Flipping hates it.
Neighbours' cats haven't come in the garden for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
He's only got to get a whiff of a cat, and it's out there like a little meat-seeking missile. So again, you can't put labels. As much as you can't label humans, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't label dogs.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Still, if I saw you go out, put your tarp up, and what do you get? Snow.
Yeah, snow. Rubbing our noses in it. No snow here.
Yeah, we met a street dog yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, she was beautiful.
Oh, she was beautiful. Yeah. Lovely little thing.
Absolutely.
It had such a soft coat and a lovely long tail, but it was sort of head to foot height. It's about like that. Yeah, she was gorgeous.
You could see the living on the street in her. She
Evening, Jess.
Onto everything. She was really switched on, very friendly, but very, very switched on. It's taken a fair bit of getting her used to being around people, learning to trust people.
Yeah.
But yeah, dogs are great. You know, I part of my therapy, I suppose. Me and Kaz were discussing it the other day. In my 59, nearly 60 years, I've only ever been without a dog for probably months at the time. We had a dog when I was growing up for all about 3 months. My dad wanted a Springer Spaniel, and we got one, and it kept escaping, and it got to the point that we took it back to the original owners. But I never had sort of dogs growing up. We had rabbits and tortoises and things like that. It wasn't until we got together and started having dogs, and now then I can't be without. A dog. Yeah. And they're companion-wise, and not everybody can have a dog. Sadly enough, I've got friends that would love to have a dog, but their life, their situation.
That's right, Emma. A house without a dog is not a home.
Yeah, I can quite see that. And again, dog people, cat people. I'm not an anti-cat person, but not really my thing.
Oh, John. So you've got possible snow on Wednesday. That stove. I've never seen one of those before. It looks amazing. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And such a tall stove.
I'm wearing shorts tonight.
And he's socks. Ow, and now he's scratched me.
Willow's just had his claws clipped and he's just gone up my leg like that. Hello, Dad. Oh, you little swine. Yeah,
you just like Jack Russell.
Yeah.
Good one, Mac. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Mac's like me. He's a Jack man. You can say what you like about them. Pips, yappy. No. It's down to how you treat them, how you bring them up. Great little characters.
I'll go up again.
Yeah. So, what was about John Stove? Right. So, I think I've shared a link from his short. If I haven't, I'll do it tomorrow morning first thing. So, John has got one of these self-feeding pellet stoves. Oh, guys, that if you're looking at doing an overnighter in a proper hot tent and that's the way to go. This thing, it looks like it's going to feed all night, constant heat all night long, just constantly feeding itself. Looked absolutely stunning. That was my toe. Very impressed.
You've already picked up. You've already put down.
There you go. Have your cigar back. No? All right, don't know. Very impressed with that. An amazing piece of kit.
Oh, a new video in the tent.
Yeah.
Hi, Michelle.
Brilliant. Right. So, drive over John Kennedy's channel. Have a look. If you're interested in what I think is probably the ultimate hot tent stove.
Hi, Dara.
And I do know and agree with people that say to me, oh, well, hot tenting, is it? Depends where you live, doesn't it? If you live somewhere that has a winter that could go pretty much from October right the way through to the end of March, beginning of May, whenever, then hot tenting is going to become one of your camping mainstays. Or are you going to give up 6 months a year? Of course you're not. Hot tenting has its place. It is a great system. It gets 8 hours
on a full hopper. That's amazing.
If you're living in a country or a state where hunting, bird watching, all these things come into it, having been able to take your hot tent out to a location, set it up, base yourself there for weeks on end, it's brilliant. And me and Mac can tell you, even in the UK, fishing bivvies, sitting on a lake in the middle of the winter, pike fishing, day in, day out, just relying on a little gas stove is hell. Yeah. But if you could go there, set up a bivvy, a hot tent, or a stove, oh yeah, what a difference that would make. That would definitely give you an extra couple of weeks of fishing by the lake.
Well, Michelle, you might not have to wait long, lovey, because I've just seen on the weather radar bug that from the 18th, we've been hit by Siberian winds, and they're coming from the west, and parts of the country could be -11. So you never know. Farmer might get some snow as well.
Might do. Yeah. So I was doing some looking around research today, and as you know, I always like to have a few notes in front of me. Just lead conversation and that. So I enjoy camping, a mental reset, an escape from the modern world, especially when the modern world has so many pressures and concerns for us all. Sometimes we all need to escape and reconnect with nature and ourselves and allow that reset. So with that said in mind, if you're a creator, and this is chatting to a mate of mine over the last 24 hours, if you're a creator, if you go out and make YouTube videos and you're out there, sort of literally it gets to the point where every time you go to the woods, you're like, yeah, I'll make a video. Allow yourself a couple of trips where you're done. Allow yourself a couple of trips just for you. Okay? Maybe do a short if you're going to do something, but just allow yourself that
escapism and just sit there and think, all is good in my world now.
And that's the thing. You've got to allow yourself that little reset. I found myself doing it. I started getting to the point where I was literally, I'm going out for a walk, I've got to do a video. So what I've done, I'm pulling it back a little bit. Obviously, if I've got the gear with me, if I'm on a walk and there's something I think you guys would really find interesting, then I'm going to crack out the camera and I'm going to film it. But I'm not going to dedicate 7 days a week of walking to, I've got to do a video today, You've got to give yourself that little bit of respite. Yeah, and it gives you those adventures. Yeah, so that's half the fun of it.
Hi, Andy.
It's getting out and resetting the old brain, the mind. Hiya, Kiwi. How you doing, mate? Hope you're good. Hi, Faye. I bet you're there. Hi, kids. How you getting on? Hope you're having a great time. Yeah. So let's talk about this. Let's get back to something earlier on tonight. Community. So, community, Hampshire Outdoors and Survival Community. Okay, it's all of us. It's everybody here. It's every single one of us is part of this community. It's not my community at all. It never has been. It's you're all part of it, and you all input. You'll give me tips, advice. You'll share it with one another. So it's grown beyond me on that very first live, thinking I'll try and start a community. And communities are essential to our mental health, our well-being, whether it be a village, family, whether it be this YouTube thing. It's that feeling of connection with others, like-minded people that understand, people in the same situation maybe. That helps to unload a bit of that stress and level of life. And let's face it, why do we like communities? We're a pack animal.
Jason, that looked really cold in your video when you were doing your challenge. Woo.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Look bitter. Our eyes are on the front of our head, okay, which people always say to me, oh, predator. But no, not necessarily, because our ears are on the side of our head. We're a pack animal. We like to be within our community group. Saying that, we also like occasionally a little bit of isolation. Occasionally, we all like to just get away. And I think that's not so much the getting away from community. I think that's getting away from the technology, getting away from the pressures of life, leaving a mobile phone behind, or finding yourself somewhere where there's no signal can be quite relaxing. I'm 60 years old this August. Half my life, a mobile phone was in the imagination. The computer was imagination. It didn't exist. We didn't have them. So again, our TV, 3 channels, and on that was mostly rubbish. So what did we do? We got out with our mates. We went out with our friends. We played games. We communicated. As we got a bit older, we went to the pub together. We hung out together. We socialised. But the other thing is in today's modern world, things like Google don't really help conversation, because I can remember sitting in a group of mates just talking about something and trying to work it out ourselves. Whereas nowadays, as soon as you sort of get a good discussion going about something,
someone always ruins it by
somebody goes, just Googled it.
Yeah, and it ruins it. You don't have. Yeah. It's more interesting to put your own ideas together.
Yeah.
Because it's all right Googling things, but sometimes as we found it, like a lot of history things, it turns out that what they've been telling us for years and years and years is not true.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Google isn't always correct. I can tell that from my own experience, and anybody who's used Google Maps will tell you it ain't always correct. But it has its place. Don't get me wrong. When you're suddenly trying to find out how many meds you should be taking for something, then it's great. But when you sat with a group of mates and you do you remember that film that had such and such in it? Let the conversation flow. Because then you all get other people just start to get involved, and it becomes a nice chat, doesn't it?
And it's like when you start mentioning like candy, sweets and candy you had when you were a kid.
Oh yeah.
It starts off. People go, "Oh, do you remember this?" And you think, "God, I forgot about that." And
saying that conversations. I'm sorry. I know we don't do politics. We don't do sexuality. We don't do religion and that on this channel tonight. However, I did see something earlier on that made me spit my tea across the room and laugh my backside off. Okay. So, Lego. Can't play with Lego no more. No. It's pushing the predominantly heterosexual lifestyle onto people because it has a button that goes inside. Don't you dare.
They're sexualising Lego because the male part is a sticky up bit and underneath is a sticky under bit.
Yeah.
So now it's...
Yeah, but I
never thought that all the 49 years I've had Lego play with the boys, with kids when I was doing it myself. Never thought about that. Just thought they don't make concrete or cement, so you can't stick them together. And how's your building going to stay up? Because they click together.
I was thinking about it at the time, and what was making me laugh, if I'd been on that TV program, I'd have just picked up 2 pieces of Lego and gone, this one's Daphne, this
Lego.
one's Bob. And then I'd have looked up, put them down and gone, but this one's Frank, and this one's Nige. You see where I'm going with that?
But
the world's a confusing
it's about
place.
Creating things, using your imagination. How can you sexualise Lego?
Yes, exactly. We don't all kink the same.
No,
we don't.
No.
It gets blown out of proportion. And as I've always said to people, okay, I worked as a doorman in a gay nightclub. I have a lot of gay friends. I have people from all walks of life. At the end of the day, I'm not interested, because what they do in the privacy of their home is their business. All I'm interested in is, do I like them? They're a good person. They're good laugh. I like being around them. They like the same things I do.
That's right, Stealth. You'd rather be in the woods. Escape all that nonsense.
Yeah. Anyhow, that's enough of that, because it always tends to go down a spiral, doesn't it? So but there we go. That's just my point of view. But it did make me laugh. I thought it'd give a few of you a giggle. It's just Lego. I tell you the one thing you've got to know about Lego: 3 o'clock in the morning, heading for the toilet, the square block, barefoot.
Yeah.
That makes the loudest sound you'll ever hear in a household.
We used to have a Jack Russell. He used to take the kid's Lego to his bed and chew it.
Yeah.
And of course, then he'd drop them all around the house. And it's bad enough treading on a Lego brick, but a chewed up Lego brick.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's Lego. Yeah. Anyhow, so where are we going from there?
Well, I'm hoping this week to get a rabbit, so I can finally do my rabbit recipe the week after next.
Yeah.
But I have got I've got myself a book on homemade dog treats, so I'm going to have a go at doing some of that as well.
Yeah. So I'm going to be going out for the rabbit, using an old technique. I'm not going to say too much about it just yet, because don't want to upset anybody, but it will be a video that will have a warning with it, because I'm going to be using a traditional technique for getting a rabbit. That's if I'm lucky enough. And we'll be going from there. And Kaz is going to be doing the rabbit recipe. So what else we got? All right, so what else am I looking at this week? Well, let's look on the board. How lethal is a bean, and what's its range? That's a video. You're going to like this one. I'll be sitting down with Kaz this week as well, because the MRE's arrived, so I don't know what it is yet. We'll be sitting down doing that video, ready to go up for around the 16th.
And all I can say, this time it is a 24-hour one.
Right.
It is a 24-hour.
So I'm going to get to eat lots.
Yeah, it's not going to be what they're doing. I know what it is now. It's eBay rules have changed. They don't like you selling the not the Hexi. It's the heat, the water bag heaty things. So what people are doing are breaking down ones like the American MRE, and then they're selling them at $16.99 per meal. Yeah. So they're making a nice old profit, and we're getting ripped a bit.
Is Benny with us yet tonight?
He was in, but he's out until 9. He's editing.
Oh, he's out editing till 9. There you go, guys. Just before Benny comes back, that's my sexy stick.
It's a sexy stick.
That is my sexy stick. That stick, I must say, is an amazing sexy stick, because that stick was actually presented to me by a gentleman called Lee Roberts. Lee, if you're watching tonight, thank you, mate. See, I've still got it, pride of place. And that's actually my bow drill bow. Okay. But it also has found another place for drumming. Okay. That's my sexy stick. As it says on the board, show me yours.
And he said, have you contacted Strike Force yet? No, we have had a bit of
an issue this
week, at the moment, the last few weeks, money wise. So hopefully that, because I want to go see what your friends got in his.
There's a few financial institutions that are going to get a bit of a shouty mick over the next few weeks.
Yes.
We've been basically screwed by the system, but there we go. Banks, hey, what can you do? Come the apocalypse and we all take over. I tell you, we're going to line the bankers up.
That's what we're hoping, because the price of some of the MREs now are getting.
Yeah.
I did look at one that was a UN peacekeeping one, and it's £59.
Hi, Lee Roberts. Say you, mate. Right.
Hello, Lee. Nice, long time no see.
Bodder and stick. That's it. Cheers, Lee Michelle. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah.
And your fantastic parcel you got from Jess. Jess is in the room.
Jess, I'm going to be doing a little.
It does a little bit like a shillelagh, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. A mini shillelagh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good stick. Again, don't turn your backs on sticks just because they're
lovely.
Yeah. It's so Jess, yeah, thank you. My love to you. Kaz will tell you.
That's bramble, isn't it? Was it rose?
I'm not sure. You have to ask Lee Roberts. He cut it, but it's the flint knife was emotional. Just the obsidian. I nearly cried. Thank you so much. If I was up there, I would give you the biggest damn Mickey hug possible. Yeah, thank you so much. It brought a tear to my eye. Such a treasured thing, and it is treasured now. It's like, you can look, don't touch. It's my obsidian. It's my treasure. It's my precious.
Yeah, and we know that that particular piece of sexy wood was given to you by Lee Roberts, so we're not quite sure. It looks like it's blackthorn. Yay!
Yeah. See,
I know it has some sort of spicy bits on it.
Blackthorn. So there's a tricky wood, isn't there? For those of you that know your mythology and that. Yeah. So you can. So you're right, Andy. Yeah, it's blackthorn. You can only take blackthorn at certain times. You've got to be careful how you approach it. You see a solitary blackthorn tree in a field. Walk around the field.
We did watch a video on YouTube the other day about a bloke who makes shillelaghs.
Yeah,
there's some beautiful
items.
Yeah,
and again, that's a lovely piece of history. And sticks, I recommend to everybody, get yourself a good stick. The ultimate survival tool. In actual fact, there's a video I shared today. There's a link in there from Kitten Killer. Right, talking about sticks and survival sticks.
Yeah, Sussex, our son used to do the blackthorn hedge, and he was taught that at Merriswood Agricultural College.
Well, even myself, so you say that in Ireland, but I'm a West Country lad, and even I've been known to leave tobacco or alcohol at the base of a blackthorn tree as an offering. Okay, and that's the tradition: tobacco and alcohol. It's and it goes back to whether you believe it or not. It's also a respect thing to the past, to the mythology, the history, the background of our people, or any people really. It is to show a little bit of reverence and regard to these things. Don't let them just fade away into the distance. Whether you don't have to be a believer, but it's the history. That's the thing to remember and carry with you. It was somebody's way of life once.
You said about stick making, Andy. Over the corner there, we've got some of the sticks my father made. This is one of the crooks he made. Hard to put it till you can see it, because it's a ram's head, and that's on hazel. I don't know. Quite sure what the wood is, and this one is got a blacksmith. You can see that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, a blacksmith, and he's got his hammer in his hand, and he's hammering away at his little anvil. That's one of the ones my dad made again.
Lovely treasured items, and again, so your stick. I mean. If you're an outdoors person, a stick is a tool to carry out. Our ancestors never went anywhere without a stick. It held your shelter up. You took your cape, you made a shelter with the stick. It kept animals at bay. You cross water. you need something to check depth, make that third leg. If you're climbing, walking, carrying, going up mountains, coming down things, ascending, that third leg can be essential.
Thank you.
My very good friend Owen, he's always walking with the sticks, and yeah, it's our ancestors learned it. We lost it. Modern world just went, yeah, I don't need a stick. I want to walk with a stick, and it went out of fashion. But really and truthfully, you now see the resurgence in a lot of walking pastimes where people start. Makes me laugh. People go, oh yeah, I've got these alpine walking sticks, and I just look at them and think, yeah, and 500 years ago that would have just been a stick by the door.
What I might do each week, I've got there's more of Dad's sticks here, different ones. There's one lovely one with the Jack Russell on, and also got some. He made these like goblet candle holders, but they got rings, and the rings move up and down. Yeah. I've also got a wooden ferret downstairs.
Stealth, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking the walking sticks, but it's interesting how they become a modern thing, and it's actually something that's been with us for probably tens of thousands of years. Watched a very interesting documentary the other day about the evolution of mankind, and it brought it home to me when the guy's walking along a beach, and he's walking along a kilometre of beach. It was actually Ray, and he marks out the progression of the human race, and basically everything from the Iron Age is the last 3 paces, but everything before that was our history. Our primitive history. And as I was saying to Owen today, and we were having a chat, and I said, that genetic memory that we all carry within us, that's from then. That's tens and tens and tens of thousands of years of man living alongside nature. And it's only the last 3 steps where we've mastered nature, or we think we've mastered nature.
Wow, so you still got a beat a stick you made when you were 16. Brilliant. I loved your spoons.
Brilliant.
I was watching the video with you showing everyone your spoons. Amazing.
Yeah, a good staff should be something in everybody's toolbox, really. You don't have to take it out every time, but it's something worth looking for. In fact, I'd say to you all on your travels over the next few months, start looking for that stick, and you'll know it when you find it. It's that one that you'll pick up and you'll hold and you'll go, that feels right. That feels right. I'm happy with that, because that's another important thing with a stick or a staff. It should give you confidence, and confidence in using it as a third. I'm not saying as a weapon, although if you ever find yourself attacked by a 6 foot tall, very angry squirrel, it's a great bit of kit to have with you. However, it should give you confidence to be able to walk where you want, even if it's just moving at night and being able to move the brush and that around you. I've often stopped my legs from getting wet and stopped myself getting snagged in brambles with a stick, just being able to move them out the way.
Andy said you use it as in your tent to prop it up. Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, you look at you go back 100 years ago, when people walked around with things like oil lamps, they walked around with lanterns. Well, a lantern held up in front of your eyes will dazzle you and blind you because you're seeing that light. But they would often put it onto a crook or a stick and then hold it up above them so that the area of light was spread out around them and they weren't looking at that flame, which meant they kept their night vision.
Also, you have
the area better.
See how deep some water is.
Yeah.
By putting it in.
1,001 uses for a stick. Yeah.
You can move things about, poke things.
Yeah.
You don't want to get too close to.
Oh, I mean, cattle walking through fields of cattle. I've never hit a cow with a stick. Okay, you don't need to. But I've had them come up a bit close, and I'm like, right, I want you to back off. And again, you just put the stick against them and just go, get off, go on, back off. That'll move them away. The worst I've ever had to do with any cattle, I had it was a matriarch, so she was an old girl, and they had calves in the field, and my lad was running the place at the time, and I walked out with him to help him bring the cattle in, and he did warn me. He said, "You watch out for her. She can be a real bitch at times. And we walked out, and she did. She started dancing up. She started putting her head down. She started kicking at the deck and all the rest of it. And like most cows will, she doesn't charge. She gets closer and closer. She's like, go away, go away, go away, go away. And I waited until she got about 2 meters from me. And all I did was sprung forward and with the back of my hand just on her nose. And it wasn't enough to really hurt her, but it was enough to make her go. And that was it. She gave me space after that because, again, she's an intelligent animal. She's like, nah, I don't want no more of that. That hurt. I don't want it. So, again, it's having a little bit of a, using
that sounds
those
nice,
tools.
Jess. Yeah, I've got one downstairs that our son found on a beach in Cornwall, a bit of driftwood, and it's so...
Yeah. Oh, and a good bit of news for everybody. Right. Lefty on Bull Shoals. He's got above 50 subscribers now, so he's going to be hopefully doing a live as soon as they allow him. Lefty, lovely guy. Yeah, definitely worth a chat.
Yeah, smack on the arse. Yeah,
yeah. Or get the tail.
Or they grab their tail.
Lift the tail. Okay. That works for them. Yeah, it's...
Yeah, I've got photographs of our youngest son, Dan. He was... 17, 18, and he's riding on the back of an Aberdeen Angus, black one. He wants to give us a call. Can you give us a hand? We went there, and there was a river there, and across the river was all the cows, which were his wives and his daughters, and he was on a chain in this garden bit, and he decided that he was going to the river, and he managed to get the chain wrapped around fences and trees and that,
and he just pulled them out behind him.
Yes,
he was a big old bull, and he just literally went, I'm going to see the girls.
So it took four males to persuade him that no, he wasn't going that way.
I will laugh though, because it was like, I got up there one day, and this old bull, Dan knew him, worked with him all the time, and he was a nice character. He wasn't he wasn't overly aggressive.
Hi, Bob.
I walked round the corner, and there's Dan looking like Mongo from Blazing Saddles coming across the field, sat on the back of this old bull, just plodding along. I remember sort of sitting there, you're not looking at it, go, that's my boy.
Right, Iron Jason just put a thing out. He said he would like to get some experienced bushcrafters, campcrafters who would be willing to come on his live stream for an interview. Yeah. If you send him an email, his email is YT.
In his YouTube channel description.
Oh yeah. Sorry, YouTube.
No, I'll be up for that, and I know a couple of the other guys would be. Jason.
Yeah, Jess said should be for that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that sounds good. And again, there we go, sharing in the community. Do you know what? Where would I like to see this? I'd like to see this one day where people are actually they're meeting up, they're going to see one another. I mean, I've already had the honour, and it was an honour, to have a couple of people from the community who have met up and done things together. And to be honest with you, great deal of pride in that for me, because I was like, they might not have ever met if it wasn't for our community. And now they've met, and friends.
We've got our friends across the pond. We've got America, Canada, Australia, and it's lovely.
And it's interesting. I mean, you forget about all.
It's interesting to see the other points of what you can there,
techniques,
what you can't
methods.
there.
Yeah. See, I mean, I keep looking at these survival programs in Alaska and that. In all honesty, I'd give it a bash, but the techniques that I have, I would want to come over to the States for a month or two beforehand, meet up with people that live in those areas and learn a bit more about the plants, the methods used by those people, because that's the secret to it. We can all become the ultimate bushcrafter and survivalist for
there seems to be a lot more edible plants out there than we have.
But it's learning what other people do where they are.
That's it.
Jess, you'll be coming down. I believe you're coming down here later in the year for the camp. We've actually marked you out of places. You're God, this is Jess's spot. Don't anybody go near Jess's spot. It's just for Jess. Yeah, local knowledge. I mean,
and
that's
hopefully, if we're getting the trailer sorted out that's actually at the woods, so that I can come down and stay with Mr. Willow.
Yeah.
I apologise now because he will go in your tent. He will steal any vegetables you've got. He won't touch your meat, but any vegetables you've lost here.
Yeah. So again, and that's that thing, isn't it? I've D.
Hello, Mr. D.
Exactly, D. Do as the natives do. That was something I learned in training and practice over the years, having the honour to actually work with other peoples, and that is the essential lesson. If people say to me, "Oh, I'm interested in going to South America and spending 6 months in South America," right? Go to South America, but dedicate a month first of all to actually learning from people there before you decide to go and do anything severe. And it would be the same thing for me even today with the experience I have. If I was going to go and spend 2 months alone in an Alaskan wilderness, then I want to go out and refresh and learn about the Alaskan wilderness. So
yes, Andy, there is a quiz tonight. Pro Plus Kid.
Yeah, Pro Plus Kid. In about another 5 minutes, Pro Plus Kid will be our quiz master for tonight. They will be firing up some questions and answers for you guys in the comments section there. And I will endeavour to actually keep some sort of tally and score. I will rely on Pro Plus Kid or Emma to actually say, yeah, so-and-so got it or so-and-so got it for me, because I'm a bit dim, really. But I would endeavour to keep the score. And if I make a mess of it, you can all blame me.
Who would you trust more?
What's that one?
Andy said, who would you trust more, Ray Mears or Bad Drills?
Ray Mears. Ray Mears.
No pressure then, no.
But I would rather be out with Lofty Wiseman.
Yeah, alone, Bob. That was a great program.
Yeah. I'd rather be out with Lofty Wiseman than either. I'm not knocking Ray. Bear, great for what he does on TV, but it's Ray I like because Ray actually looks into the history of how people survive, Indigenous peoples, and the history of peoples and how they get by, and that is the secret.
Yeah, Lofty Wiseman, definitely.
Yeah, Lofty. Lofty is
Andy.
Yeah, if you get a chance to meet him, and he does do meet and greets. Okay, you can.
Yeah, Jack Hargreaves again. He would have been something to.
Yeah, Jack Hargreaves. But Lofty is fascinating, and there are other guys out there. There are many other guys out there. Some of them unsung. We've got within the community. We've got a couple of wizards of our own, Mr. Lee Roberts. You know, we've got some really clever guys that know their stuff. And that's the secret is to learn from everybody, because sometimes that guy who says, I actually don't know anything, but he might have something. He might have a technique, a method, a science behind something that you can pick up and use.
Yeah, or gets naked a lot. You don't have to keep getting naked all the time. It's you've seen it, you've done it.
Drinking your own urine.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Escape and evasion or survival techniques. This is the difference. When you're watching Bear Grylls, he's trying to teach you, I'm on the run, the enemy are behind me, and I've got to get back to my lines, escape and evasion. But
at the end of the day, he's filming, he's not staying where he was. He's going to a hotel.
It's done for the drama.
Greg Ovens, brilliant man.
Greg Ovens. Now, there's a man I wouldn't mind spending a few days in the woods with. He's fantastic.
Him and his dog.
And then Virginia met him this year, Virginia Bushcrafter, and he was saying he's as genuine. Excuse me, in real life.
Greg otherwise lives near to Island Jason.
Brilliant. Oh well, there we go. And
53 minutes long, Benny. That's an epic.
Hey, Benny, not a problem there, mate. That's going to be a pretzel night, isn't it? Pretzel, peanuts. We're into the movie tonight. Have you got an intermission halfway through it? Go get your popcorn, your Coke, your ice cream.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing you there with him, Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah, Andy, I'll be honest with you, Ray, I've got a lot of time and a lot of respect for Ray. He's a good guy, really is a good guy. Even he has had a tough time of it, but he has done a lot to pique the interest in this sort of thing. And I think he even knows himself. One of the issues is TV work. So TV work wants to see you make a canoe out of birch bark and all the rest of it. And by the time they finish the editing and everything else, it looks like Ray walked out, went ding, 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 ding. Oh, got a canoe. But he will, if he's the sort of guy, if you actually said to him, like, making a birch bark canoe, how easy is it? He was just going to look at you and go, hard work. But it can be done. It's
shown that if you want to get one of his knives, it's a long wait and a lot of money.
Yeah, but then, I suppose that's if you've got the chance to make the money.
£500 for that bushcraft knife.
Yeah. I suppose if you've got the chance to make the money, at the end of the day, you're going to make the money, aren't you? It's, I mean, you can buy one of my knives. I'm selling Hampshire Outdoors and Survival bushcraft knives. There is no waiting list. However, I am charging 1,800 quid. It looks remarkably like a Mora knife. It does look remarkably like a Mora knife. Stick to your Opinel. Yeah, you can't go wrong with an Opinel. They're bloody good knives. Probably, in my book, one of the best knives out of the box. In fact, actually, I was chatting to Stick. So
Green craft you. Yeah, people asking questions.
I've been making knives for years. Blacksmithing was something I used to do. However, I've recently, in the last year, had to give it up due to arthritis and that. And whilst clearing out the forge, I found a knife I was making. So I made 5 of these. You can see the state of it because it literally got chucked on the floor. So that's probably a week into hand working a knife from a block. Now that's chrome molybdenite. I can't even say it. Same metal they make spanners out of. Okay, gorgeous metal to work with. If you can get the heat and you can take the time work with it. It's a hard metal, holds a good edge. However, all 5 blades in the final heat process cracked here across. I tell you what, that was just you spend a couple of weeks putting something together like that, and
chrome fanned you.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Andy.
At that stage, that is literally probably a week off of finishing that knife handle and all, and then another week in the sheath, and I was gutted. But yeah, that was just. But I keep that to remind me. Yeah, stick to what you know, because that was a case of I was getting a bit cocky. I was moving from tools, steels, and metals that I was used to working to something a bit more fancy, charged into it, and say goodbye to 2 weeks.
But an awful lot of questions.
So just as a reminder to myself, sometimes slow it down, stick with what you know.
You know Greencraft guy?
Greencraft, yes, I do follow Greencraft.
Those Jason was just asking. Let's get a lot of questions going on.
Move back. I like that Greencraft guy. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's got a good channel.
You won the quiz, did you?
I have. It'd be nice if a couple of guys like him came into the community. But I think they sort of do their own thing. They've got their own business, their own way of doing it, and they are good at what they do.
We used to watch one that. Is it the gentleman? The man makes the knives, but his wife does all the leather craft.
That is, oh no.
They got a business, and she makes all the belts and the sheaves.
Down in the New Forest.
Yeah, in the New Forest. I can't.
That's it. Ben Orford. Orford. That's it.
Yeah.
Brilliant guy. Absolutely brilliant guy.
Hi, Ren.
Good blacksmith. Absolutely brilliant blacksmith. His wife doing the leather. But again, see, blacksmithing, people say to me, "Oh, why didn't you make it big in blacksmithing?" Because actually, knives was what I specialised in. Okay, knives were just a little bit of something I do occasionally. What interested me more, I'm more of a what I would call traditional blacksmith, so making hinges, lamps, holders, bracketry, all that sort of things. What fascinated me, plus the ornate work, making gates, signage, and stuff like that from metal. That was something I really enjoyed. That was the craft, candlestick holders, all that sort of thing, pokers. Now I've packed up the blacksmithing, but
I didn't make the curly gates.
Yeah, I've kept enough stuff back. The older curly kit, yeah, that sort of fancy stuff. I wouldn't be doing it anymore. But I also things like the fire grills, folding fire grills, things like that, fire sets, the fire tools, all the steel tools to go with that sort of thing. That's the sort of thing I liked. I was a blacksmith, and that was what I was into. It was even down to making sissy bars and brackets and foot pegs for motorcycles, doing it using the old styles and methods. Yeah, and farriers, great. That's 15 years apprenticeship to be a farrier. That's a long, hard apprenticeship.
That's the last one now. I've forgotten about one. Yeah, Ren, I hope that answers your question about using the MRE, homemade MRE packs for using it for firelights. Imagine if you cut them to strips, they'd be fantastic.
Right, time. Okie doke. Looking at the time. So, yeah, Pro Plus Kid or Emma, we are ready for you if you're ready for our first question for the quiz. So, yeah, it will. Yeah, all good, fantastic. Right, so eyes down for the quiz tonight.
Courtesy of Pro Plus Kid or Emma.
Easy one to start.
He's watching. Good boy, Dirty Faces.
Which 1975 blockbuster movie had the tagline "You'll never go in the water again"? Okay, doke.
Blimey. I know 1972, Andy.
I think that was. Yeah. I think we can give that one to Life's a Hobby.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I don't know if you'll notice that male shark, the biggest one they caught to tag the other day, £1,600.
Max come back with standard answer Wales.
Yes. Yeah, they called him.
Right. We scare because we care. Film tagline: we scare because we care. So it's a movie tagline: we scare because we care.
Yes, Monsters Inc.
Jess, well done, Jess.
Wales.
Hello, snack bar. Hello, mate.
Care Bears.
Welcome to Northumberland, RH World Camping. Hi, mate.
Hello.
That's question 2. So that went to Jess. Question 3.
Yeah. We got Kelly's Heroes to watch.
Question 3. Who did Johnny Depp famously base his Jack Sparrow characterization upon?
I know that one.
Blimey, Bob. Blimey, Bob.
He is lightning. Blimey, yeah, it was Keith Richards.
Bloody hell.
Ben Stiller.
Question number 4. No, it's great.
No, it's
Spot
great.
on.
Yeah, it's
Spot on, Emma.
Different.
Right. Question number 4. Who won the 2024 Oscar for Best Actor?
Wales. Yeah, I beat you to it, Mac.
Who won the 2024 Oscar for Best Actor? Mick.
Yeah. Not that one. That'll go. That's a hard one.
Yeah, this has got them. Somebody's out there Googling. Keir Starmer.
No, it's Keith Starmer.
Or Keith Starmer. Chronic clean night, mate.
Night. I don't know.
Somebody's going to be Googling it. Come on.
At least it's not the one, not a music one with that idiot get his wife to. Yes, I think that's right.
A Pro Plus kid.
No,
Gonna give a clue.
I think 1972 is right.
Oh, Andy.
Yeah.
Andy. Okie doke. Well done, Andy. Right, question 5. In The Shining, what phrase does Jack Torrance repeatedly type on his typewriter?
Andy said drawers. It was 1972, I believe.
Andy outside.
Hi, Mole Catcher.
Well done, mate. Number 6.
I think Pro Plus, the answer was actually 1972 got it. The one before this.
Yeah, 1972 got one for it. Yeah.
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 Oh, gold. Name the 5 children who won the golden tickets in the 1971 film version of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, that's a good one. So let's see if we can get that.
And Grandpa Joe was not a child.
Yeah, I think we're talking about the Gene Wilder one.
Yeah.
Augustus Gloop,
Yeah.
Assault, Violet Beauregard, Mike V, TV, and Charlie Bucket.
Well done, Jason. Yeah, I stupidly, when I was a little kid, I put chewing gum behind my ear, like the character did in the film, and I got it stuck in my hair, and my mum ended up cutting my hair with nail scissors.
Yeah, well done, Jason. You cracked that one, mate. That was quick.
Oh, Harry
Potter one coming up, right. Which one of Voldemort's Horcruxes was destroyed by Neville Longbottom? Or Horcruxes. So which one of Voldemort's Horcruxes was destroyed by Neville Longbottom?
Yeah, it is a name. It has a name. All right. Yeah, you're about right, Bob. Yeah, Jason named it. Yeah, it was. Oh dear.
I can't even pronounce it.
Genie.
Yeah.
Nagini.
Well done, Jason. So, question number 8.
So that's it. Was that all of them?
Yeah, Jason did name it. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
And the Lord of the Rings film, in which scene did director Peter Jackson make his first cameo appearance? Right. Ooh. So in the Lord of the Rings films, in which scene did director Peter Jackson make his first cameo appearance?
Werewolves.
Cheers for the hearts, whoever's given them.
Yeah. Ooh.
Somebody sending some love.
We appreciate that.
Jason named the village involved.
Oh.
Whoa. Jason again then?
Yeah.
Jason's a movie buff.
Yeah, he is.
Jason is definitely a movie buff.
Yeah.
Question 9. That's right. Which film almost closes with the line, "I do wish I could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner"?
I know that one. That's a hobby.
I think that's going to be
well done. Yeah.
Yeah, Life's a Hobby.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs. With Chianti. Oh, you got a lag. Oh dear. Evening, Andy.
Evening, Andy.
Got one more to go.
Right, last question. Question number 10. Eyes down for Full House. Which movie ends with the line, "Hang on a minute, lads, I've got a great idea"? I know that one. Hang on, lads, I've got a great idea. Yeah, Andy.
Great film.
2.
Right.
1, 2.
Mike's just doing the adding up.
We got a tie. No, we haven't got a tie. We've got
Andy,
have a winner.
Bob beat you to that, Andy.
Andy, 1972 was in second place. The first place person tonight was Jason. So it was Find Your Friends with Island Jason with a score of 3. Well done, Jason. Well done, mate. You are the quiz master for next week. You know the format?
Yeah.
Find your questions, find your answers, and at about 8:45 next week, you will be the quiz master.
You can email us the questions and answers, and always have at least one tiebreaker.
Yeah. So, so we got,
Thank you, Emma. Fantastic questions.
Yeah,
they're really good.
Emma, thank you very, very much. It's all for fun. I hope you all enjoyed that. And no,
it doesn't have to be movies. It can be anything.
Anything general knowledge of your
animal,
choice,
vegetable, mineral. It can be
of your choice. There's only two things I would say is keep it as general knowledge as you can. Please don't do like the rare birds of Vancouver Island.
No.
Please bear in mind we go all around the world with everybody here, but have fun with it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's general
knowledge. No, it can't be about Lego.
It can be about whatever you fancy.
But I got a copy of Lord of the Rings after getting him his.
Hang on, is that just moved as the challenge? Newsflash, as the challenge now moved overseas for the first time. Damn, I think it has.
Yes.
Damn.
Intercontinental.
I'm going to get hold of the Vancouver News. Do you know that you have got a quizmaster living on the island?
About the Bombay bad boy? Yes.
That's Ali's fault.
Outside Ali mentioned about the Bombay bad boy. So his lordship, when we went shopping on Saturday while Mr. was getting his hair cut, he went and got himself one.
I thought, whilst I'm trying hot things, everybody kept saying to me, you got to try it, you got to try it, you got to try it. So I'm going to try it.
Our last packet of Bulldog Baldock went to Jason the chef.
Yeah. So I'm going to try that, baby. I should do it up the woods. No, I won't. I'm going to do it here where I've got supply milk, just in case my bottom burns. Yeah.
And he said they're not that hot.
They ain't that hot. Okay, don't. Well, I'll be honest with you. I got brave this week, didn't I? We got a curry in, and I actually had a butter chicken. This is the man for the last 35 years. Would you like curry, Mick? Yeah, I'll have a korma. And I enjoyed it. Excellent. That's good news.
I'm really surprised. He did actually say about the chicken and mushroom. Now, the taste of them originally was vile. But you didn't. They seem to have done something with the recipe now. It has
improved. Now, I have discovered in my town of Farnborough in Hampshire, we have an Oriental specialist shop, and in there they do a massive selection of ramen. Now, if you are interested, would you like me to go and have a look? Would you like me to maybe go pick up a small selection of hot noodles? Is hot noodle testing something you would like to see this idiot do? Again, just for laughs, shits and giggles.
It always don't get big too much.
Yeah, no, it's just going to be the odd occasion. I'm not going to be doing it every week.
No.
Yeah, Bushcraft Sussex. It is. It's.
So he's been running. John's been running that pellet stove in his tent for a little over 3.5 hours now, and the tent is surprisingly hot.
Winning.
Yeah.
Superb, John. That's a victory. We are pleased to hear it. And again, it's one of those things Surströmming, I've had Surströmming. I actually like Surströmming. Okay, once you get past the smell, the taste isn't too bad. But I would never bring it home because, I've got neighbours.
It's pretty close to Sussex, because I know that Jason was saying that he's got 4 left. Because you have to buy, he had to buy them in packs of 5. We originally got them in 5s.
Yeah.
But that Chinese shop in town, they sell them individually. So
yeah. Sticks Jason's challenge people to double up. Well, the thing is, I have looked into the Baldock, and they also do a purple one, which is 3 times stronger. Yeah, so if you're going to do it, move up to the next baby.
Yeah, as Jason was saying, if anyone can do it 2, he'll do a 3.
Yeah,
you're a brave man.
Yeah, I like kimchi. Yeah, I do like kimchi. Yeah.
Oh, they do a ×4 as well. You got to go and look in that shop.
I'll pop in that shop and have a look. I might even see if I can get the old phone out. Maybe do a little bit of a short. Maybe a little bit of a. I'm scared, guys. Yeah, people that like peppers should be stepping up, and that's the thing, isn't it? I'm a korma man. I'm not a hot food man. So for me, that was a challenge, and I know that for some people they will sit there and go, "That's no real challenge." But again, it's what you're used to, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, if you came into my forge, I guarantee I can hold a piece of steel in my hand when you'll be crying. So it's what you're
Jason,
used to.
In the UK ration packs, they do a hot diggity dog, which is the Tabasco sauce, isn't it?
Yeah.
A hot Tabasco.
Yeah. It's
they only sell black ones there.
It's all down to horses, of course. It's what you're used to. And I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, that was a bit naughty.
Yeah.
That was pushing it.
That wasn't doing the challenge, was it? When you adulterate it, that's not doing the challenge. That's a bit mean. I get some Peking duck from the Indian shop. Nice. Yeah, I saw a Peking duck once. It was stood behind a tree, looking back. Peking duck. Black Baldock. I just don't like the sound of that.
Naga dipping sauce. Oh dear.
Oh, no, don't. Naga chilies.
Bushcraft saying he remembers him and a mate doing shots of the Naga dipping sauce at a party years ago.
No,
I'm surprised you got any taste buds left.
I've still got a load of the mental chilies that were grown in my mum's garden.
Willow was stealing.
If there's anybody who really wants some mental chilies. Yeah, one person's hot is another person's cold, and that is exactly right. And the truth of the matter is, we're all different. So, like when you do, it's like when you're preparing food, isn't it? One of the difficulties is if you're making a curry, there'll always be somebody saying it's not hot enough for them. But there's also you've got to make it in a manner that
and it's all got to be regimental all on the board. If you're doing the challenge, everyone's got to do the same challenge at the same rate.
It's like so. I sat down as Mac has done, and I expect others who have been invited to a Nepalese meal, and you sit down and you the curry's served to you and it's not that hot. Okay. However, the bowl of dried Naga chilies that you get with it, that you crumble over it, or if you're a Gurkha, you sit there and munch them one after the other like crisps. That's what gives you the heat. But that means you can adapt that curry to, or the flavour of that food to what you want. And that's the beauty of that style of eating. Whereas if you make it too hot, somebody's not going to enjoy it. And let's face it, no cook wants to make something that somebody says, that was too much for me. We all want somebody to go, do you know what, I really enjoyed that flavour. So the heat should be always added. Jason says something like, if you can make a sauce that adds the heat afterwards, that people then just add the heat as they like it or want it. That's the real secret of doing it.
It's not no point ever sort of silly hot. If you're not going to enjoy it, it's yeah.
And that's it. You can adapt to it. I mean, I found over the last few months, and it's turned out that it's one of the symptoms that you can have for the problem that I had is you start craving hot things.
All I'm going to say is that Owen mentioned a challenge to me and Mick last night. Owen, I think you should do it. I really do think you should go for that. Oh, hello, Lefty.
Lefty, hello, mate. How are you? Hope you're all good, brother. I'm so pleased to see you got above your 50. Congrats, brother. Anybody on here that wants to go and meet a man, lovely guy, got an excellent channel, dive over and see Lefty.
Living Lavoo's, sorry, I didn't notice you were there. I'm really sorry to hear about your little man.
Yeah, I saw him there earlier on. I wasn't sure whether to mention it or not, but Living Lavoo, our blessings to you, mate. He's lost one of his little soulmates recently, so brother, I know your pain. I still feel it from mine. So anybody that hasn't subscribed or dived over to see him, he's one of our regulars. He's here in the community. He's one of us. Lefty on Bald Shoals at Beaver Creek. I over and give him a look. Say hi.
His lovely little dog.
He has got lovely little dog.
Yes.
And I thoroughly enjoy his chats. It's interesting learning about him and learning about his life and that. So, Lefty, you keep it going, man. Yeah, you keep it going. Yeah, own it. It's awesome.
Yeah, some of them that subscribe to him. And,
Cheers, Sticks. Sticks has stuck a link up for anybody that's interested.
Yeah, thank you, Owen and Sticks, for doing that for us.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Good man. Lavoo, It's one of the difficult things on the channel here when I hear somebody has lost, when I say loved one, a pet or a dog,
part of the family,
because they become so much of your family. Not everybody wants me to suddenly sit there and announce to the world that they've had a loss. So sometimes, if I haven't mentioned it, don't feel it's because I'm ignoring your pain. It's quite often because I don't know what to say, because I lost 3 real close friends to us not that long ago, and I still feel that now. Within a couple of years, I lost my 3 little buddies, and I still feel it now. Just hurts.
But we all.
But it happens.
We're all here, and we know what that is like.
Yeah, let's get Lefty to 100.
Also, Living Lavu, I'm sure if you haven't already subscribed to him, he's gotten some really, really good food. He lives in a wonderful part of the country.
Yeah, he does. He does. I'm looking forward to seeing more of the homestead and that. And again, for Lefty, I'll leave it for Lefty's channel to explain to you. But seeing how he handles life, do you know what? When some of us think we got it tough, yeah.
I love your. I was watching his Sunday breakfast, and his little dog waiting for his bowl.
Yeah, dog people are dog people, and they? You're like, yeah, all right, buddy. Yeah, fantastic.
And also,
have you got any survival tips organised soon, like watching the channel? Yeah, I'm going to be doing right. I'm only just getting to the point where I can get up the woods and do some light stuff. We are looking at getting up there and getting back into some survival stuff very, very soon. But at the moment, because I'm still healing, I'm having to take it fairly light, which is, I can't tell you how frustrating it is. It is driving me up the wall. But again, the issue that I'm having is
it's going to take about a year for the insides to mend.
Yeah, but I will be doing videos long before that. Yeah. But I've just got to take it steady. I did attempt. I've been thinking about, can I get out? Can I get into a hammock? Can I do an overnighter? And it's a definite no as yet, because I can't put the pressure on my abdomen to do it. But I will be getting back into it. And likewise, if there's anything anybody wants to know, any questions, anything you want to see, hit me up on it. If it's something that I've done in a video in the past and you think, Mick, could you revisit that? Or Mick, could you go into that in a bit more detail? Hit me up in a question. Let me know. Put it, even if it, go back to that video, maybe put a comment on that video and say, Mick, could you go into this bit in more detail? I can do it. It's not a problem. Because one of the difficulties at the moment being that I'm recuperating is trying to find things that you guys will find interesting. We've got, I think, 600 odd videos on the channel now. So again,
we've got some new bits as well. We've been, while he's been ill, we've been getting some more bits to do videos on. And
and like Island Jason, myself, I did an interview video with Kiwi this week, which will be going from members to public very, very shortly. In fact, I should do it when we finish on this. And that's something I'm interested in doing, is sitting down, doing some interviews with people, or maybe going out and meeting people.
Kitchen was just saying that he's going out tomorrow night and he's going to try and do it live at some point. So keep an eye for notifications of lives.
Yeah, guys, keep...
Because I noticed
Sticks has done a link up there for Kitten Killer. Yeah, guys, hit the link. Look, watch for the live tomorrow night. Show the guy some support, because I think that's going to be his first camping live. Yeah. So if you get a chance, you know, I'm not telling you what you have to do, but no, it's all about support.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Facebook YouTube at the moment, but a lot of us are noticing that they're not getting all the notifications that they should be getting.
Yeah, notifications are a pain in the arse. And likewise, if you're going out to do something special, hit us up on a Sunday. You know, if you're going out, you're making a video, you're releasing a video, let us know. Yeah. And then
Bushcraft Summit at Bushcraft Sussex is actually doing the Great Tommy Sleep Out in March. So if he gets the signal, he's going to try and do a live from there. But
respect to you, Sussex.
Yeah, there's quite a few people doing that. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good night, Andy. Have a good week too.
Yeah, Andy, you have a great week, mate. Have a good week. Look after yourself. Have fun. Get outdoors. Have your adventures.
Thank you very much, Jess. We will keep you to that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you'd like to, it's nice to have a comment afterwards, after we've done our live chats. If you want to see anything, or to him to look into, then obviously,
guys, that's the other thing, isn't it? Notifications, not just for me, but for anybody else. When you go to the notifications section, hit that notifications, but then hit all. That YouTube has a habit of going down to a personalized. Personalized doesn't work. Click it up to all, hit all. At the end of the day, that's going to give you all notifications for a channel.
He said the van was in the shop and the mechanic hit his fire extinguisher, so he's cleaning it 1/2 inch of powder from the cab.
Oh no! Oh, Derek, that just gets everywhere. That stuff. Yeah, that's an absolute nightmare.
It's a lovely van. I really enjoyed looking over it. I like the sound of it too.
Yeah. Might be looking for another 4-wheel drive in the future. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to get a Bedford Rascal 4x4, but I've been watching Brassic lately.
Yeah, we're getting a better issue at the moment. Is that the CRV we got has not got tow ball, and my large scooter, as you know, it's got a trailer. We've also got the camping trailer that I use. We can't tow it.
Yeah.
And you're having problems. It needs an automatic now.
The big camping trailer we got. Okay, I need something that's going to be able to tow a ton and a half easily, and it's not quite a ton and a half, but it's allowing me to get it to the places I want to get it. And I need to start looking at an auto. One of the things I have an issue on the left-hand side of my body, which makes repetitive clutch use quite painful. It's all right for short journeys, but we find that, and that's the reason we have not done any long-distance journeys in the last year. We found that even just going down to the coast from here, which is an hour and a half's drive, by the time I get back, I'm in agony. So we looked into it, had the checks from the doctor and everybody else. I got a bit of nerve damage all over my body, to be honest with you. Busted neck, busted back. But it's affecting the sciatic nerve on that left-hand side. So the advice is, go with an auto. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I don't want another Land Rover, really. I've had Land Rovers for 20 odd years. The problem is, although I love them dearly, they're not practical for what I need, and they tend to be money pits, in all honesty. I am looking at a couple of the
Cherokees.
We're actually toying on a Cherokee, an XJ, or even a Grand Cherokee, preferably the diesel. I was looking at today at a Renegade and a Patriot, basically the more modern version of the XJ. So we'll see. It's got months to work these things out and figure it out. But yeah, I want a tractor, basically. It's a farm board thing. I want a tractor. I do. If you know anybody that's selling a massive Ferguson or a New Holland that's prepared to swap it for a Honda CRV, yeah, hit me up. Not a problem at all.
I would like an Argo Cat, or I'd like what's the Hagland?
Yeah, BV
I'd
Hagland.
love one of them. That would be brilliant for me and Willow in the back. Yeah.
You
got a drag
Kaz in a tank. Yeah.
No, I haven't passed my driving test, but I can only drive manuals. I find that autos, because a manual is just too much for my brain to do. So yeah, and I've got a bit foot happy as well.
Yeah, Emma, I agree with you 100% there. So I am an auto person. My first automatic car, this shows my age. My first automatic car was a Hillman Minx, then a Singer Vogue, then a Jaguar, and then after that was a Ford Zodiac,
Yes,
and then
P6,
Zephyr, then a Rover P6
with a 1968 VW Beetles, wasn't we?
Yeah, that was a manual.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and I do love an auto. You know, and the funny thing is, old autos had to be big cars really, because you needed the grunt to get the auto box to work. But these days, even small automatic cars, they tend to be fairly nippy.
A Disco Biscuit. I haven't seen Disco Biscuit. Darren Tufted, he's had bad wiring on the positive back terminal of his battery. Alternator caught fire from the power steering leak.
Oh no! No, fires under the bonnet. Not good. Not good. D.
Jason says that you remind me of his English father-in-law, always raving on about his Vauxhall. We've had some lovely Vauxhalls.
Some lovely Vauxhalls.
Vauxhall VX's estates and the Viva estates as well.
Yeah,
big machines.
Yeah, your father-in-law, you say to him, you've got a friend in the UK that have Vauxhall VXs, Vivas, Carltons. He'll be like,
from Brassic. Yeah, we have sort of binge watching Brassic at the moment because we used to.
I've got to get myself a Bedford Rascal van.
The one that plays Tom, we used to watch him in when he was Lurkio. Yeah, and yeah. Yeah, we had a 1962 Vauxhall Viva, didn't we?
Yeah, and I've also had Bedford Beagle vans. The old Bedford HA van, if anybody remembers them, the old Postman Pat van. I used to love them things.
I was too. Was I telling the boys about? Mick used to have a P6 V8 Land Rover in Scarab Blue, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I went to Tangmere, which is an old disused Second World War airbase down in the south Sussex, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I went for he left it. I've been watching people go around this sort of chicane bit with their go-karts. So I jumped in the P6 and I off I was going, and I was sort of weaving it in and out. And you get with the old P6s, you get a bit of a roll when you're doing, backwards and forwards. It was, yes, that was okay until I put my foot on the brake. Have forgotten that our eldest son was in his car seat at the back, and he went against my back seat because I'd forgotten I'd unclipped him.
And he is now a petrol head.
Yeah.
Par excellence.
So it's my fault.
Yes, Derek. Citroens. Citroen CXs, BXs. Yeah, I've had numerous Citroens over the years. Absolutely brilliant cars.
Today, Lee, Michelle, he's on the Mead.
Yeah.
This was a gift from Tommy.
Yeah. Tommy, whenever he comes back from wherever he disappears to, which we can't say.
He always brings
me a bottle of Harvest Mead. And I got to say, if anybody's ever coming to the camp, and they say, I wonder what Mick would like to drink. Nick is a bit
funny. That was on Brassic too. They went to a pub and all they sold was mead.
Nick is a bit of a fan of mead, being a bit druidic in his own ways. Yes, give me a bit of mead.
I do like a bit of mead too.
Yeah, won't give you a headache. This stuff, it's absolutely gorgeous.
And me, I'm on the water, but it's just the size of that water bottle. Says, rise and shine. Let's get started. Remember your goal. Keep it up. Halfway there, you can do this. Don't quit now. All in the day's work. And that is 64 ounces of water.
Yeah, Kitten, 2 CVs. All right, 2 CVs, an amazing vehicle, absolutely amazing, one of the best off-road vehicles ever made. And that little 2-cylinder air-cooled engine, that's an amazing engine, gutless as hell. But you know what? If somebody today said to me, now 10 years ago, if you said to me, get yourself on a Citroen 2 CV, I'd have been like, no. In today's climate in the UK, where everything is about cost and expense and taxing, more taxing, do you know what? You want a little round the town beat about? Get yourself a 2 CV. And we got the rule in the UK, you've got to remember now, I believe it's 1982, maybe 84 and before, tax exempt, MOT exempt. Yeah, get yourself an old 2 CV. Cut those costs out straight away.
Jason can't wait for his
Range Rover.
Range Rover to become a classic.
Yeah, his Range Rover is just like that far off becoming a classic. When it becomes classic, he no longer has to play road tax. He will be a happy bunny.
Yeah, Lawrence, it's really strange that I actually like mead because I hate honey.
Yeah.
It's just too sweet, but I like the alcohol.
You're joking. So,
really?
mate, I tell you what,
that's weird, isn't it?
Australia seems to be. I mean, don't get me wrong.
We have
I'm not knocking your country, okay?
No.
I'm not knocking your country at all. But you have the same issue we do. Your powers that be seem to be going completely bloody balmy. We've just had hexamine banned in the UK because it's explosive.
Yeah, that's been nearly 2 years now, isn't it? In October.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Because of what it is, you're having to produce licenses and reasons to buy methylated spirits. I mean, that's really just the world is going absolutely loopy. Okay, it's going to come to a point where you're not going to be allowed a stick. In fact, if you're actually growing a stick in your garden, namely a tree, did you look at that daffodil a little bit severely? What, you're cutting your grass? You can't cut your grass. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand a lot of the people are going for these the electric cars, but it does make you feel a bit nervous when you're on, like when we go on the car ferry over to your mum's on the Isle of Wight, and you look when you sort of get out the car and you realise how many electric vehicles are on there on that ferry.
Yeah.
And you think, we know that if these things decides it's going to,
I won't name him or the company he works for. We've got a very dear friend who's an MOT inspector here in the UK, and I was chatting to him and I said, well, maybe should I look at going down that route? And he said to me, this is an MOT inspector. He said, right. He said, let me put it to you. The most common car I fail on the MOT on a weekly basis at the moment are the Teslas that are just coming up for their first MOT. And I went, really? And he went, yeah. And they're all failing for the same reasons. Brakes have had it, suspension's had it, general wear and tear. He said, and it's because of the weight. The weight is killing these cars. He said, you know what? He said, they come in and it's like the bushes have gone, suspension shot, brakes are shot. He said, one after the other. He said, in actual fact, to the point, he said, well, when I see them coming in, I'm like, here we go again. Let's hope this one's been well maintained.
It's no different from having armoured car, is it? It's all that weight.
The technology is not there yet. Don't get me wrong. Forget the whole what we feel with our hearts, think with our heads. Electric, yeah, that is possibly an answer for the future, but the infrastructure's not there. The technology's not there. We haven't yet produced batteries that are economically light enough to produce sensible electric cars. Hybridization was a good road to go down. However, they decided they don't like that. Using alternative fuels, hydrogen and things like that, they don't like that. It's just...
You're right there. I mean, Em was just saying that a friend of hers does a car recovery, and there's certain country exports or EVs it won't touch. And as Kitten says, when we've all got electric cars, they'll be downloading limited software to them.
Yeah,
so you will not be able to go.
That ability is there. They tried that a few years back when it was turning around, especially with younger drivers, where they're saying they all had to have a box to get insurance, and that box would report and it would make driving safer. It didn't make driving safer. In actually, it made it more dangerous because people were that worried about what the box was saying. And get this, in the Ministry of Defence, at one point, they were literally in all the White Fleet. White Fleet are the non-military vehicles. So these are like the admin vehicles, the minibuses, the things like that. They were putting boxes in these that told you how you were driving, how you were speeding, how you were braking, how you were manoeuvring, and all that stuff. And guys, you spent that much time panicking about accelerating too fast or braking too hard,
with you there,
or
Simon.
cornering too hard, that you actually took your focus off what you were actually supposed to be doing, which was being observant around you. It's
So I was an old school Land Rover 88 air portable.
Mate,
we used to have.
Yeah, if I could get Shorty back again, I would have it back tomorrow. In actual fact, I did have a look at a lightweight today. I was looking at a lightweight that needs a new chassis, and I was actually thinking to myself, the price of the vehicle, I could re-chassis it myself if I could borrow somebody's space for a little while, and what it would cost for the chassis. Because do you know what? 88-inch Land Rover, 2.5 or 225 petrol or diesel wouldn't really matter. I can fix any part on it. I can repair any part of it. I can rebuild it pretty much in the field. Tax and MOT exempt. So all I've got to do is look after it, take care of it, put it on classic insurance, away we go. Downside. Bloody cold. Leaks like a sieve. It ain't the fastest thing in the world. But I guarantee it will put a smile on your face every time you drive it.
Oh, we
used to do miles,
flooded the engine, and we were only running on 3 cylinders, and she was still chugging away. Yeah. You rebuilt air portable FFR, and that we did 1,000 miles into. Yeah. We went and put it back, put it off the road for years.
That was courtesy of Mac.
Yes.
Thank you, Mac. That was the most incredible vehicle we ever owned. You made a family so happy there with that donation. Derek, looking for a used Prius, giant battery, 80 miles to the gallon, solar, lift kit, off-road tyres, roof rack. Exactly that.
And the only problem we have here with Priuses is they keep getting nicked for not them getting nicked.
Exhausts.
Yeah.
Yeah, catalytic converters
here in the UK. Our neighbour has had the whole car stolen, which she got back. They put a new catalytic converter in and they nicked it again.
From Jason, trivia question preview. What brand car blocked the escape routes in the movie Leave the World Behind? Do you know what? I've drunk too much mead. I can't focus. Smoking up the hill upwards from Porton down Landy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've done that. Simon used to drive my lightweight down to Cornwall and back, and we used to go in a convoy. So in the convoy there was me at the front with the lightweight. There was Mac following me
in his American spec,
an American spec 90 V8 in bright canary yellow, beautiful thing. And then there was Tony in a Range Rover
Classic
V8 Classic, right? Convoyed down there. When it comes to coming home from Cornwall, the buggers just sort of went, sit home, Nick. Because I'm like 45, 50 mile an hour the whole way. This thing's like...
I loved
it. I could actually put up with driving everywhere at 50, 55 mile an hour. It didn't bother me.
I didn't like the water. It used to get drip on me. I used to see it coming along the thing, and here we go. Yeah. Got me again.
Night, Lefty. Take it easy, brother. Have a good week.
A303, Road to Hell, yeah.
Yeah,
we've gone through, was it Lark Hill?
I'm
Camp
tempted,
rather than go past Stonehenge.
I'm tempted to get another series. There is part of me that says, do you know what? If Kaz said, do you know what, do it, I would buy another series Land Rover. We would have that.
Because we had a 110, didn't we? But with my arthritic knees, I fell out of it and we had to go because it's too high. Yeah. Martin's in.
Hi, Martin. How you doing, brother? I hope you're all good.
But yeah,
don't worry about being late. Better late than never.
I do like the old Land Rovers.
Yeah, there's something about it, isn't it? It's just
it's a smell and the
series
sound.
Land Rovers. Everywhere you go, they turn heads. People wave. It's a proper community thing, isn't it? You see another Land Rover, it's like,
We've had a 109, we've had the 110, we've had the 90, we've had Defender, we've had the Freelanders, well, we even had a Range Rover Classic.
There is a possibility in the very near future that Mickey is going to be driving, make some of you jealous, might have a drive in a Land Rover 101. Might. But that's just a possibility. So you never know.
I do like a Land Rover. It's not everyone's thing, but I just love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Leon and his white Bedford HA van. God.
Yeah, that's what he bought. Leon was driving that when he bought over that night when I met you.
Yeah. Yeah. White HA van. Yeah.
Bedford 4x4.
Do you know what I saw the other day that I really like the look of, but they're so rare and hard to get. I just no point in looking. And that was a Sherpa 4x4. the old Sherpa minibus, but on a Land Rover chassis and running gear.
110 forward control.
And I was like, do you know what? That tempts me.
Simon, when I was a kid, my uncle had a farm over in Sussex, and I used to go over there, and there was a byway beside the farm, and I often used to see Noel Edmonds. He had a Range Rover 6x6.
Yeah. I tell you, the other one I've always fancied is a lot of guys are going to go, never heard of it, but it was a Broughton 4x4, which were used by the MOD as a gun carriage. Basically, very similar to the Dodge van as a 4x4. They were another bloody good vehicle. Only ever got made for military use and a few councils.
Would you have Isuzu Bighorn?
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, I'd have another Isuzu.
But it was a foreign spec one, so it had this thing this little bing bing noise that you got to 50 mile an hour, it go bing bing, and if you the higher over 50 you did, the quicker the bing bing went, and you could not get it off. It was jangles.
Yeah. Ford Ranger's good vehicle. I've driven a couple of them over the years, like VW micro van. Yeah, they're quite a funky looking little thing, aren't they? Again, that's VW, like they did with the camper. They it's just like a quirky thing. It's quirky. They did it with the Beetle. They went, do you know what, we're redoing the Beetle.
I don't like the
Some people didn't like them, but a lot of people actually jumped on them and went, yeah, I like that.
I don't like the new VW van.
Yeah.
No. If I could have one for oneself,
right,
I would love a Bugatti Veyron, but I'm not going to get it. So.
I keep telling you, she's a speed freak. Kaz is definitely a speed freak. You know.
Yeah.
I knew
Alexander said, don't even stand we have sunroofs on cars. Drives me looking in.
First time I ever got on the back of a motorbike, it was like I was expecting this. I'm 19 now, weren't we? I was expecting this girl that got on the back of the bike and do what every girl had ever had on the back of a bike before would do, which was go. And she did. She was like, faster, faster, faster. Go on. I was like, that's my woman. G-Wagons, G-Wagons, Civi spec are rubbish. Military spec G-Wagons.
I quite like a awesome. G-Wagon.
Awesome.
Like a Unimog more though, but I can't get in it.
Oh, Mickey, be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
Yeah, Kaz.
Mind you, it's when you go back to the VW camper, the Devon ones.
Yeah.
I don't like them either.
No, I can't. Right, I'll be honest with you now. This is a bit of truth. This is a bit of traumatisation from my childhood. This has traumatised Mickey. So my father gave up what he was doing with the farm. He became a VW mechanic. Worked for VW.
Pinzgauer, yeah.
Did very well with VW. However, my weekends and evenings were spent kneeling behind Volkswagen Beetles and dinosaurs, helping him repair them. And don't get me wrong, I can whip a Beetle engine out, no problem. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Take me about 10 minutes to get Beetle engine out. There isn't a lot I can't do on them. However, every time I look at that flat 4 air cooled, I just brings back the trauma of having my dad go, no, half-inch, not 30 mil. You know, it's Pinzgauer, great vehicle.
I like Garrett Goats.
Driven a few of them.
Lorry, I'd like a Tatra.
Yeah, Unimogs, driven a few of them as well. Unimogs are absolutely awesome if you don't mind the fuel consumption and the slow speed. Pinzgauers go like the clappers. I can't say too much other than that may have sometime exceeded the speed limit on a motorway in a Pinzgauer with ease. Absolutely awesome vehicle. Downside of the Pinzgauer, although they look fairly roomy, they're not as roomy as they look inside. But they are fantastic overlander.
Tails. I've never seen a Tails, actually.
Yeah.
Mini. Yeah, we've got a lot of friends who've got the
mini fans.
Mini fans.
Dave and that. Yeah.
They've had them for absolute years.
Was it Surrey Hills Mini Club?
That's it. Yeah.
And they've got some quick minis amongst them as well, turbos and all sorts. Derek, my friend says all self-driving cars should come with a dog who sits in the driver's seat. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah, I like those. Definitely, Simon. I was like, do that in the snow. I could do it in the mud.
Kaz has a passion for BV Hägglunds. Not my favourite thing. I had a bit of a introduction with them with the Royal Marines. Don't get me wrong, great bit of kit. They are a good bit of kit, but
I'm just wondering, a koala in the driving seat.
Yeah. I mean, we were lucky enough at one point, a couple of years back, we actually managed to get hold of one of the and I was a fool to myself. I sold it way less than I should have done, but we actually had a UK import Parenti. So we actually got hold of a Land Rover 110 that had the automatic gearbox and the Isuzu engine. It was the Australian military spec Parenti vehicle. And do you know what? I didn't even realise what I had. All I knew is it was awesome. But that was the one that Caroline fell out of. And because she fell out of it, because it was, again, military spec, so it was really tall, she fell out of it and had quite a nasty fall. And I went into sort of protective, angry mode. I wouldn't even look at the vehicle. I was like, no, that's it. You're going. And I sold that. I sold that way below what I should have done. It was, I could kick myself over it. But these things happen, don't they? They do happen.
Yeah, I saw one today. It was I'm telling about the vintage car. My dad's boss used to have Jensen Interceptors, and there was a 6.3 litre Jensen Interceptor photograph. I thought, oh, that's a nice car. That's a nice car. Yeah,
we either end up talking about cars
or food.
It's and again, let's face it. It's as somebody said to me, actually, your channel's great because it's nice for a young person to hear about the older cars.
Definitely.
And hear the truths. Okay, and hear the truths and the honesties. Now, this I'm gonna set the cat amongst the pigeons. Now, there are going to be people that will go mental when I say this, right? I should take my hat off because things are going to get thrown.
Oh, the glare!
Because of my age. Let me say this much to you.
Prehensils.
The SLR was not all that people say it was. It was an awesome round. It was a bloody awful rifle. You wait, I'm going to get some hate there.
My uncle had Austin Healey. Have you ever been to Capel Military Show?
Yes.
He has, Lawrence.
We have. We both went, actually. That's one out near Dorking. We took the lightweight, went over with Dave and all that. Yeah.
Stuyparty City.
Yeah.
I don't know if going back to, I did mention it earlier on. I don't know if anyone saw that they've tagged this male shark in the Atlantic. He was it 14 foot, was it 19 foot long? Yeah. 1,600 kilos.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Simon, I agree with you. It was an efficient club chambered in 7.62. 7.62 caliber round, awesome round. Rifle itself could have been a lot better. And other nations actually got better variants of it. But the British government was tight-fisted buggers and didn't trust people with ammunition. So, yeah.
So, we're nearly at the end. What are we going to have tonight for our evening nibbles? Yeah. I'm going to have me some yogurt, I think.
Yeah. C1s. Yeah. So, I was training people with C8s before I got out. So, we've gone from the M4 to the C8 DeMarco.
That's pretty nice.
Quite like that. Yeah, the 80. The 80. Yeah, we won't even go there. Don't even go there. Later variants, the A3 and that, yeah, not too bad. The original, the A1. Oh, yeah. When you get given a good design and then you try and do it cheaply, it all goes wrong. Rice pudding for the Outdoors Apprentice.
Yeah,
nice.
I do like. Is it homemade though?
Yeah, got to be homemade. I fancy cheese on toast actually.
You can have cheese on toast.
I might have cheese on toast.
I might have. Yeah. I got some heart-shaped crumpets.
Yeah. So you got the fowl was a lot better piece of equipment, Simon.
Yeah, Benny. Well done, Benny and Chris and who's the other one? Outside Alley were camping out last night, and Benny was out with Graham.
So yeah, Benny, we'll be wrapping up in another probably 10 minutes, and at that point I'm going to go make cheese on toast I'm going to zing it tonight. I'm going to make cheese on toast in the air fryer, and I'm going to put a bit of chorizo in it.
Stealth just had a bacon and cheese sarnies handed to him.
Oh, I've got bacon. Bacon and cheese toasties with brown sauce.
Tomorrow I'm going to have a go at make some baked apples in the air fryer. Stuffed baked apples, I fancy.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you ever want to ask me what was my favourite piece of equipment that I've ever been issued, carried, and used, there were two. Okay. If you're talking about rifles, personally, Heckler & Koch HK53.
Posh Rabbit, yeah.
I'm an MP5 fan anyhow, but the 53 just had a bit more reach, and I liked it a lot. It was loud. Then I got onto the 416 and 417, both rifle systems I liked. One in 7.62, one in 5.56. Awesome bits of kit. C8 I liked, good rifle. And when it comes to pistols, I started with the Browning. I moved up to SIG 226, and then the Glock came in and ruined my day.
So Benny, if you took Graham out last night, do you think he's going to get addicted to it, and you're not going to get a chance to not go out without?
You create a monster there, mate.
Oh, you showed Benny your sexy stick.
Yeah, Benny. Right, brace yourself, Benny. Sexy stick time. Oh, look at that, brother. Can't you feel the stirring in your loins?
It's Hawthorne.
Yeah. And it's actually a bow drill. Wow. Sexy stick, bow drill stick. Courtesy of Lee Roberts. Yeah, that's my sexy stick, mate. Happy Mick. SMGs, yeah, Sterling, good bit of kit as long as you didn't throw it around too much.
Yeah, also a back scratch, yeah, very good, yeah.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah, it's long reach.
Oh yeah.
It's like an old bear going. You'd be like Baloo in Jungle Book. It's good.
Bare necessities of life. Oh yeah, that's good. Thank you for
rat thrasher, yeah.
Oh, yeah, rat thrasher.
Or a squirrel knocker.
It's also a boomer dam. Right? you know a boomer dam. A boomer dang is very similar to a boomerang, but it doesn't come back.
Yeah, I suppose it does beat a door frame. I can't do it on a door frame.
Actually, that was really good. Whoever put that comment up there, thank you for pointing that out to me. I have now got my happy stick.
That was our Stuart.
Yeah, cheers, Stuart. That was good advice there, mate. Yeah, brilliant.
No, sorry, it was Jason. Island Jason.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, be careful of those. Oh, yes. Hunting boomerang, yeah.
It won't be the first time. In actual fact, my lives are right. This is one of the things I've done on my life. So yeah. We got about 6 months into doing lives, and they come up YouTube monetization for the lives. Here's a tip for you: if you're doing lives and you're monetized, demonetize your lives. Otherwise, halfway through your lives, they start throwing up adverts and all the rest of it. So all my lives, I take a hit on. Yeah, I take a hit. You know, the 0.06 pence that I can
Not
earn
point, not
from the adverts.
P.
So I keep my lives demonetised purely and simply. Two reasons. One, if I say something that could cause demonetisation, have the live shut down, it ain't going to happen.
Hello.
Two, it's also, you haven't got to put up with the adverts.
Well, did you?
Yeah, it can happen easily. Yeah, politics. Do you know what? I learned that lesson with this very early on.
Politics and religion.
Politics, sexuality, religion. Yeah, there's a zero tolerance. I do hint on it now and again, and I am as open as an X-man. But the thing is with it that I've learned in my 60 years is everybody has their own opinion, and everybody's welcome to their own opinion, and everybody should respect that everybody else has an opinion. Okay, but it's not the place to bring it up because people get very heated about it, and I've often said to people,
yes, Delph, Lego, we shouldn't have gone there, should we?
You can. I've seen good mates fall out over those subjects, and at the end of the day, really and truthfully, I think they're personal things to be kept personal. As I often say, I have no qualms about anybody's race, creed, gender. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. They're either a good person or a bad person. I don't care where you're from in this world. I don't care who you love. I don't care how you love that person. As long as you love them, that's important. But you're either a good person or a bad person. And what happens in your bedroom and behind your doors is 100% your business. I have no right to comment upon it. And I think that's the best way to be with it. Yeah. I think that's...
We've got 2 hours.
Yeah, everybody's got some. Everybody's got some. And again, the funny thing is, we can all talk about bushcraft, and we all have very different opinions about bushcraft or survival.
Oh, just bless you, lovely.
And we can laugh and respect one another over that. But some other subjects people just can't, and that's just, Well, I'll be honest with you, we have had people in the past, haven't we, that have been, their comments have been deleted from the comments, and we've actually had people with the channel that we've blocked completely because they wanted to get into the channel, get apolitical, or get their opinion, their agenda across. And do you know what? We're an agenda-free zone.
If before we had the help of Sticks and Owen, that if I saw something that I thought was not appropriate or it was getting at another member or person that was in the group, then I would sort of give them a little click. That was just to say, right, you've got time out for a couple of minutes, or if you continue, then you boot.
Jess, sweetheart, it doesn't matter. That's, again, it comes back to that. Who and how you love is your business. Right? You as a person, I absolutely adore. And I will say, to a point, I love you. Okay, you sent me those gifts. I absolutely love you. I would hug you, maybe like a brother.
Exactly. It's your non-nonsense space. And like we said before, we don't go into the politics. We don't have all that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But we love. I was watching your one today about how to choose your area best for sleeping.
Yeah, that was a good video, Jess.
The flat place that with no widow makers. And
Jess, if I ever win the lottery and I get to start my instructor's school and all the rest of it, do you want to come and be an instructor for me? Because I would gladly give you a job, sweetheart. You have got the knowledge. You don't. You said a couple of times you want to learn more, which is an awesome thing. That we should all be progressing and trying to learn more. But I tell you what, I'd happily employ you as an instructor. You've I can't. Is it moxie? Is the right word? You got the moxie, or is it? Yeah. You know what? You're there, sweetheart. You really are.
Another thing is it's the sharing. It's because everyone's got something that to share with everyone else, and that's how our knowledge grows. And that.
Yeah. We're all family lamb here.
Yes.
Too right. That's right. We are.
Dare I say our own little militia.
Our own little militia, yeah. Do you hear me, politicians of the world? This militia's growing.
Yeah.
2 years from now.
I don't know if anyone's aware, but tomorrow I must say that the farmers are heading from all over the country to go to London.
Yeah, so if any of you got to do anything in London tomorrow, I apologise, but I'm right behind the farmers there.
Definitely.
Yeah, big outdoor family. Too right
exactly,
we are.
Lawrence, yeah.
Too right we are. Yeah, it's like the phrase. I keep getting asked about the phrase I used. Where did I get it from? Where did I get love those you do, forgive those you don't? Okay. It was a phrase that was said to me years ago by a Druidic chap who explained it like this: don't waste your energy on hatred. Okay. Forgive those you don't.
Exactly. No farmers, no food.
And love those you do. Concentrate your love where it's received. Okay. And those that don't love you or you don't love, just forgive them and let them get on with their lives. They're different people. Just let them go on with it. You know?
They may.
Right, Jason. No farmers, no food.
They're stuck in their little thing, their belief, and there's nothing you can say that will push them out of their belief.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah.
Jess, you're more than welcome. You know, and again, do not worry. And I'm sure everybody here will agree with me. We don't have anybody that comes into the channel that starts throwing what I would call a bigoted opinion about whether it be race, creed, colour, sexuality, or whatever, is going to get the boot from everybody here. We're too old, too wise, too intelligent, and too open to accept those sort of bigoted views. Everybody has their views. Everybody has things that they don't personally like, want, or see. But they're intelligent enough to keep that opinion to themselves or within their group of like-minded friends. You know, I don't ask everybody to love me, like me, love my beard, like the fact that I like to shave my head because I'm losing my hair and I have tattoos. I don't ask people to like that. I just ask them to accept it because it's me. It's who I am.
It's and with this community, it's all, we all sort of support, but we take that support as well. We all sort of need that somebody out there just to say, "Yeah, you're all right, you know, yeah, you're having a bad week, it'd be better," you know.
Yeah, and that's it. And so within in our little community, we'll love one another. Anyhow, saying that, it's 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
Yeah. And you hit go.
Or 2 hours, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So
I've got a crumpet calling.
Right, so we'll end there. Guys, look, thank you for joining us on the live tonight. I know we got a little bit apolitical towards the end, but hey, sometimes it needs to be said. Sometimes we need to put it out there and just reconfirm.
Yeah.
Safe space. Okay, all are welcome. As long as they don't come in with a chip on their shoulder or an idea to try and convert people to their thoughts.
And every single one of you is very special to us. Yeah. Very special to us.
You all are. We love you all. So, guys, have an awesome week. Get outside. Have your adventures. Do it for Mickey. Do it for Mickey. Have a great time. Enjoy yourselves.
Have some great adventures.
Yeah. And we will see you again next week, next Sunday.
Yeah.
On the live. This week's going to be a busy week for us, isn't it? We've got lots of videos to crack out this week.
Yeah, we will have. Looking forward to the ration pack. I don't know about him so much because he don't know what it is, but I do, and I'm thinking, I like that.
Yeah, okey-doke, yeah. So yeah, there we go, guys. From the bottom of my heart, love those you do, forgive those you don't. May peace, light, and joy be upon you in your world, wherever you are, in this absolutely glorious world of ours. Have a fantastic week. From Mickey, Kaz, Mac, Jason, and Willow at Hampshire Outdoors and Survival.
Oh,
guys, take care. Mickey out.
Have a good week, everyone.